One thing that I often hear when speaking with people who have a goal, but they're not yet taking action, they haven't found, identified, and or taken the first step. A lot of times the reason is what's keeping them from getting started is they want to see the whole picture. They want the blueprint, the map to success. They want to understand exactly what it's going to look like step by step by step. And that's actually not how goal attainment works, and it's not how life works, because we have no idea what's going to happen next, who or what is going to come onto our path to help us in achieving our goal. And a lot of times our goals are moving targets, if not always. Maybe sometimes we are excited about one thing, we go in this direction and we learn a lot, but then once we get there, we realize, you know what, this is not actually what I wanted. But now I'm equipped with all of this knowledge and experience, and now I have a new idea for where I really want to be. And so sometimes that is how goals work. So you want to acknowledge what you want, and you want to believe that you can. That's going to open your mind to help you just go ahead and get started. And then that's when the first step is going to come in, and then you take step by step by step. If you are so focused on what step number 10 is going to look like, you will fail to see the first step. Because then we're in our heads, which is very natural, but the power of staying present is that the present moment is, or the significance rather in staying present is that the present moment is the only time and place where anything ever happens, meaning that that's where you're going to get your ideas, when you are present. And I was very guilty of this for a long time. I mean, I'm sure I still am. I have to, but it's a practice, reminding myself to stay present. And one way that I do that is by taking deep breaths. There's a great power in your breath. It helps calm you down. It helps give your body what it needs, oxygen. When we have what we need, we don't have to work as hard. And when we're present, we can think more clearly. So that's the power of doing some deep breathing exercises, not just in the morning, but also throughout the day. But it's human nature, very natural to continue thinking about, okay, what do I have to do next? Okay, this is bothering me, these kinds of things. So no pressure. You never want to judge yourself. You just, when you find yourself too much in your head, you want to take a deep breath, and then that'll remind you to focus back on the present moment. Because maybe there's a person that's trying to connect with you, or there's an idea that's trying to pop into your head, but if there's too much static and clutter in here, you're going to miss it. And that's what happens when you're focused 10 steps ahead. You can't see the first step. Just like if we're walking down the street and we're looking at the destination, we're not noticing what is right in front of us. That's happened to me so many times in the past. I live in Manhattan, so a lot of walking around the city. Later, I would see friends that would say, Amy, I saw you on the street and I was calling your name saying, Amy, Amy, and I'm so in my head. I didn't have headphones on. I'm just thinking about whatever I was thinking about. I didn't hear them. And that is a missed opportunity, to connect with somebody that cares about me. And maybe that conversation would spark an idea. You never know, but you are going to get your ideas in the present moment. So if you are really thinking about a goal that you want to pursue, but you're just feeling kind of stuck and not taking any action, remember to get present. That's when you're going to get your idea. So a little trick that I often like to talk about, take a deep breath, acknowledge what you want. You want to stay curious. You want to get curious about it. You want to get excited, and then you want to get started. And getting started often means just getting present. You don't have to know the first step, but in order to discover the first step, you do have to be present.